Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
See like how the world is supposed to traditionally operate in 95 and all that, right? Do you think that is because like most businessmen are perverts? And that's the thing, it's like that's not a normal sleep pattern. Most naturally I think humans would operate as night owls. So you would think like if normally we made business in the way it worked, then maybe it would be like say like an 8 till 3 in the morning. But no, it works that way. And it's probably because most of the cunts are wrongians, man. And we're going to mould the world by the way we work. That's how I kind of think it kind of works.
Well, it depends.
The Illuminati.
Probably.
Depends what you do. Like humans are still stuck in the same pattern based on when they need to be away in a cave that's asleep at night because they're going to get attacked by saber-toothed tigers and all that. But now you're like, there's no reason to fear the dark as much as cavemen did. Why can't we just do a shift? That's
why I'm not making this time, I'm always alert.
Saber-toothed tigers.
And I've yet to succumb to one finger up the bum, man, so smart, mate.
It's usually two.
But you're saying that as if the 95 thing is like decided hundreds of years ago.
Was it not?
No, but back then there was like 4-year-olds going up chimney alarms not happening for like fucking 14 hours a day.
And but when you look at any business,
It's got progressively better.
like TSB, they've been on about for hundreds of years, haven't
Aye, but I don't think you. When did 95 work?
they? When was Scrooge?
Scrooge?
Let's see then.
When did
actually,
95 working become the standard?
Dolly Parton?
So that's at least the 70s if she was fucking getting at Rab's dad, but fucking.
Have you seen the film 95? It's a fucking dark film and not.
Who's in that?
Weird, creepy.
Is that Dolly Parton's in it as
S&M
well?
themed film? Aye. Because they kidnap their boss. It's her and Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin kidnap their boss. But they just like dress him up in S&M gear and all this and make him be a slave, and it's like it's a skin crawling film. Man. It's a fun song, but it's for a film. It's like
totally different.
I seen it when I was a kid and I was like, this is not what I was expecting. That's a fun song.
I don't know. So it doesn't match up with my expectations here. But I've never seen it, but I think I've heard that before. There is a pure dark
It's
film.
quite an adult film.
Apparently it started in 1926.
Henry Ford.
See, told you.
But it was improvements then. Changing it to an 8-hour working day. He was probably the talk of the town at that point, people throwing their flat caps in the air. And triumph, man.
Probably. But
Can I go home and beat my lanes for longer, do you know what I mean?
Aye. But see, that's the thing though, right? Like, so that would have been.
Well, it isn't the 20s, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just that regular
With a
colours.
car bumper.
Get a switch, man. I'm like, in Detroit, there's a car name with a falling sauce. Just pummeling the youngest man to death, man.
At least I go cut me a switch.
We all need hobbies, man. But
You have time for whittling and battling wings with your switches and all that.
Speaking of hobbies, can you pass my vape?
aye. 41.
Not there.
Not doing it.
That's my age.
Good sign. But so that would have been like a obvious, because that's an improvement when you think that they're just flinging mines for fucking days. But still, why those hours? Probably just because it's daylight in it. Maybe.
Aye.
Alright, fair enough.
Aye.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
So it was an improvement. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
It was getting better.
Yeah, it's farmers' rules, man. Farmers traditionally always need to get up, crack of dawn, work when the sun's out and all that.
aye.
But people, anytime I've had to get up for work, like 6 in the morning, I'm like, why am I? We're not farmers. I'm not going to work on a farm. Why are you forcing me to go?
Although you're saying that, right, and when I worked as a lifeguard, there was certain shifts you could like volunteer to do, and I'd always do them, where it was the swimming club, like people that were training for like the Commonwealth Games and all that, would go into Scots, and so you'd have to go in for 4 in the morning, but you would finish at like 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
and I loved doing that.
Do you prefer that? Man?
I preferred it also because the bosses weren't in till like 8. So like you just sat watching the telly. You didn't need to watch the pool. What was I going to do? The Olympic swimmers. One of them was drowning. I'm like, why don't you jump? What the fuck am I going to do? You need to save me. Do you know what I mean? If I jump in here,
If one of them
this guy's too strong. I'm just going down like weight, man.
If one of them were to drown, you'd probably be like, well, probably be the best to send them to the Olympics then.
Just like
I think they're fine. You know what I mean? These guys are gonna be alright.
He'd slow down that relay race. We're half of the team. Man.
I like day shifts, man, and I liked it because I went. I've got the rest of the day, but I don't sleep a lot. I've never slept a lot.
Your
Even if
sleep's always been a bit rough.
if I go to sleep late,
You're on the Thatcher system, man.
what's that then? 3 hours or something?
Thatcher used to sleep for like 3.
That's about what I do. Full Thatcher, mate.
Full Thatcher.
Aye, full fat Thatcher, man.
Don't go full Thatcher though.
No.
Take milk away for Wayne's.
Well, here, a lot of people have been sending us messages about Kane, and you saying Shin
Shin
Kane.
Kane.
Aye, and I'm putting this out there right now. Somebody has to.
Is this a controversial gimmick? Aye.
Just say it's an Irish Kane. Let's not say IRA Kane. Shin Kane. Just Shin Kane. Call him Shin
Just
Kane.
call him O'Kane.
Shin Kane's a better.
It has to be Shin Kane, man.
Oh right, no, I thought you were meaning to avoid having Shin in the name. Sorry.
No, because like how many? There was different Kanes, weren't there? There was Blue Kane.
Blue Kane. Kane.
Aye.
Cocaine.
Aye. It was no you they said when he does that and the sparks come at the corner post it should just be hours of jizz.
Hang on, so if anyone does take on the gimmick of Shin Kane, please make sure you're at least over like 6 foot. Do you know what I mean? Because seeing some of these gimmicks on the indies, you're like cocaine, you're like, a guy looks like he's been taking cocaine for a year, he weighs about fucking 80 pounds, man, it was about 5 feet.
He's on the factual system as well,
Aye, man.
From cocaine.
At least have a bit of heft to you so you can be a Kane character.
That should be the bare minimum prerequisite is to be at least over 6 foot. It has to be. You in the audience can't be taller than Kane. That just defeats the whole purpose, you know what I mean? And I know that I know you can wear like lifts in your shoes, right? But there's a limit to that and all, man. You don't want full blown platform fucking things, man, about that size, and then they come sort of like 5'8", you know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense.
There is wrestling boots that people get. No, you don't really see them as much anymore, but there was ones that had lifts in them, and they looked ridiculous, man. They were a fair size.
See the thing is, but in kayfabe, could it not be pulled off in the sense of it's like to absorb shock if you jump like for a high flyer?
I bet it would make
So
it
it makes
more.
sense.
I think the boots are harder to move about in.
Oh, of
You
course
probably
they
break
would
your
be.
fucking neck.
Remember
You're going
I
up
know-
top in a pair of pure platform wrestling boots, man.
Remember I had the pure knee-high leather platform boots, man? It was pure like wobbling.
No.
I got caught in my ma's garden.
Right, let's find out what's happening here.
Back up,
It was when I was...
Re-record, not fade away with this.
Fade away. I was about 21 or something like that, right? And I got a pair of like...
Oh, this is when you had this mental.
Went
get up
through
your
the goth phase and all that.
I mean, that's quite a goth phase though.
Oh, I man, like
progressive, man.
That's a cyber goth. Fucking touching on like one of the goths in the Matrix or something.
100%.
Before he says this,
High platform boots.
I went, the first time I went to a nightclub with him, it was the Catty, and I'd never been to the Catty at this point. So I'm dressed like I'm going to bonkers, right? And he's walking down the street with him, was it fishnets or something? You know?
Fishnets and
Fucking
PVC
hell,
hot pants.
Mate.
40s?
No, listen to this, right? So I'm walking down the street, he's getting dogs abuse, man, no giving a fuck, and I'm just on there going, I'm embarrassed to be walking down the street. I'm going, Roy, what is this? Because you dress normal the rest of the time.
Just part and parcel.
Right? And I'm not saying it's no normal, but you know what I mean? We were going to a scheme school, like, I had no idea. Right, we're going to dance in a shop at his house, and he walks out the room, and I'm going, what the fuck is going on, right? So then we go to the club, but he's getting at me. When we get in there, I'm fucking, nobody wants to talk to me, he's getting at for all sorts of birds and that. And was it the unders, wasn't it? Because
It
we
would
were
have been
like
unders then, aye.
14, 15 would have been.
Give or take,
Aye.
So you were that age cutting about with us? Fucking
I my goth phase
No
went
giving a
about
fuck,
14 to maybe about 21.
But then-
displays some balls.
When he went in there,
Depending on the length
Aye,
of the
depending
when he
on
went
the
in
bands.
there, he was the talk of the town. I went, there's a method to the madness.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Aye, it's all about the bubbles, isn't it? You go in certain bubbles, then you're like the bee's knees, you walk out of that bubble and you get kneecapped. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, so let's go back to the story about your big platforms.
I love
Because I never
bits,
saw
man.
these.
I love these bits, right? I got them for Camden and they were like knee-high leather boots, right? But the platforms on them were about 5 inches, man.
Fuck's
They were
sake.
huge, right? I've never been taller than that. It was
You
so pure massive, right?
touching 6'5" at that fucking...
Something like that, aye. So like, but as soon as they arrived, I knew I'd made a mistake with them. I was like, I'm not going to be able to wear these, right? And
In
but
what way?
just because like the logistics of them,
Right,
like,
right.
I was like, I'm not going to be able to walk about in them. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be so hard. But I did it, and I went out. I went in like the cat house, went about the town and all that, and I couldn't even walk at all. I ended up getting like some lassies set about us in the cat house because I kept wobbling in the dance floor and that bumped into all that. And I was like trying to say sorry, but I was mad at it. Like, and she just started going to town on us and that. And I was like, oh fuck's sake, I don't even know what's going on here. Then I was trying to walk
I'm
home.
trying to get my balance.
The balance is up. He's a spirit level. And I was walking up the masses, right? Wasn't even raining, had an umbrella because I was just that cool. It was like, oh, right? And then I was like, my ma installed this thing in the garden.
Well, holding an
fence.
umbrella with that get up would be a bit of an odd mismatch. Like,
It was a bit weird.
like Mary Poppins goes bad or something.
And my ma installed this, like, so they were like, this like piping on the garden entrance, right? So that you could grow vines on it and that, but I didn't know that. And I was cutting up. And there was this bunch of Neds and I was sitting outside the stairs in my ma's house and I went in there, tried to do a sharp exit and like entrance in and the umbrella caught that. And I was like, your knees feel jangling and all that and they were like, hey, let's stay in. I got it, they just left the umbrella and fired in.
Was it just stuck in the vines?
It was just hanging.
Remnants of your shame.
They wouldn't have kept fuck at you, man. There'd been no point.
No,
But,
probably
he's
he
reached
did
his lowest
himself.
end.
I know. Maybe they would sink that low, man. And then it was like maybe about like 20 minutes later, my wee ma comes out to try and get the umbrella down now.
No, but the thing is, mate, you need to understand, we've talked about this before, is that street, that wasn't a big deal. That was what we used to call Fake Street, mate. It was like everything was weird.
Right.
Everybody, it was like the League of
That's
Gentlemen.
not the one we looked at in Google Maps. Or
Oh,
something.
aye.
It was still an old Grundig's telly.
It
It was the telly for 1988 and the Google fucking map was for last year. And it's like, how is that even still there? It might have been left there since 1988. I wouldn't doubt that in that street, mate.
Probably.
It's that superstitious thing.
It was the same street where they filmed.
Still watch Beatles about on this. So
Aye.
Still
Mason,
plays.
still waiting on Channel 5.
Try to tune us in the whole time. Guys, get your old lad.
Just leave it, I'm getting it.
I heard the Spice Girls are opening the channel.
Probably missed that, Henry, to be honest with you, mate.
I've got a tape in.
Roy, can you come down here and help us? I can't, mate. I'm trapped in these platforms. If I come down the stair, I might break my fucking neck. Oh my god, man.
It was good times, but I enjoyed that street, man.
So how long did that phase last, do you think? Were you wearing have you still got the hot pants and all that?
No, all the clays are away, man. Like, but I don't know, like,
Was it they go here?
I don't have no clue, mate. There's a landfill somewhere on there. Probably a sexy rat out
You
there
should
somewhere.
have you should have
These
donated.
fucking great heels.
Should have donated them to UNICEF or something.
Aye.
And then watch one of these adverts on the telly and you see the wings cutting about. It's fishnets.
And then
We're using your fishnets to fish.
Never looked better. But like,
pure gutted wearing a fucking 1988 Motherwell tag on a fucking platform.
I've only ever once though, right? Like, I remember for my 18th, my sister, she gave me £1,000 because I turned 18. I was like, oh, magic. And I spent the whole thing like 4 days, right? Mostly on clays.
Back
And I
then,
kept
oh,
going-
that's a lot more.
It was all, you got a
Buying
lot
power.
more heft.
Aye.
Aye. So like, I kept going in and out of the same like cyber goth shop to get clays, right?
Was it like Osiris and all that?
No. This one was like doing it just behind St Enoch's Centre. You know how like you get that row of shops where it's like Mr. Ben's and all that sort of thing, right?
Aye.
I would go down there and there was like a nice wee shop in there.
I like that a bit.
Aye,
That's good,
it's
man.
brilliant.
I like Mr. Ben's on us.
Cyber.
Aye.
Cyber.
I think so.
That was
I
good.
think that might be what it is. And I remember I got a pair of leather chaps trousers, right? Like cowboy numbers,
It's
right?
like HBK.
Aye, exactly like that,
HBK
right?
Assless?
No, they weren't asses. No, they were full.
Oh, I'm a dick for saying that. This comes talking about fishnets and platform shoes, and I'm weird for asking it.
It's a perfectly rational question. No, they were just leather trousers, like HBKs, but just full cover. And I remember I got ready, they cost a bomb and all, man, and I got ready and I caught myself in the mirror because I was wearing them and I had like luminous green fishnet thing, Slayer t-shirt and all that sort of thing, and I caught myself in the mirror and I went, what the fuck am I doing? Man, I can't go like that, and I never wore the trousers once, because they just didn't look good.
Was that the point where you started going, maybe I'm done with this?
I was nearly arse ended. I think so.
The arseless end.
It wasn't sexy anymore.
Was it like the trousers like when Ross and Friends get the leather trousers? And you gradually realise how much they're redneck there.
Exactly.
That's all. Did they squeak when you walked them?
They crunched. Definitely. They made a lot of noise. Somebody running them then. There would be a fire hazard. But it was fun times. I enjoyed it. It was mainly because like growing up, it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, Mad Max and all that I would watch. And I remembered always going down, my ma worked in like the old uni halls, like that as a cleaner, like in all the old uni halls down Byers Road and out the Science Parkway.
Aye.
So I would go with her a lot of the times, and every time I'd go I'd start to see a lot of students, like when I was maybe about like between 6, 7, 8 years old sort of thing, and you'd see a lot of punks and all that, and I remember saying to her all the time, like, I'm going to be like that when I'm older, and she would just be like, alright, aye, cool. And I just always caught in my head, and I was always like, oh, that looks really cool. Even though I knew then there's no practical, you know what I mean? But
did you have piercings?
I had my lip pierced for ages there, and I lost it at a concert. Like somebody bumped into us and the wee ball fell off, and then it fell out, and I just never got it done again.
Piercings are like that, man.
Aye.
I had an eyebrow. I had blue phases as well, man. I never went that far with the leather hot patch, but I started with a black shirt to school. Because I was
rebelling,
just so dark, just the weight of the world and everything's pain. And
I feel
I
feel so boring, man.
I was always just a black shirt. I had a black shirt. I dyed my hair purple for a wee while. I had a few different colours of hair. Doc Marten boots, big Doc Martens, the heaviest ones I can find. But it was more punk. I was more into punk, Goth shit and all that.
I get it.
So definitely that. But the eyebrow ring, I can't have piercings, man. I'd have the actual hoop. I'd I'd wake up in the morning and I'd sort of suckle it round and sort of squeeze it round and just this fucking. But it's like one of those videos, you know, when they clean out a pipe and it's been fucking closed for about 20 years and it's just this shit comes out, man. That would come out of my face like every day, and I was like, this isn't worth it, man.
Like Sabu's arm if they're born to be wild, man.
Aye.
It's good, man.
No, it's just like asking for infections and rabies, man.
I know what you mean. I had similar stuff, like pussy stuff that would come out of the lip and it would hurt sometimes and all, because I think it would make you clean it, but I never fucking done that. I've got to clean my hands, man.
I feel so boring, man. I've always just dressed the way I dress, like trackies and all that sort of shit. I dress more for comfort and all that, man.
Aye.
I do like my wee dalliances with a nice trackie tap or a fucking football tap or whatever, but that's pretty boring with the
piercings,
but
never ever, man.
That's the thing, but you've always...
Never even took a notion yet.
No.
I wasn't a goth ever. Well, I never thought the world was pain at any point.
What about, you've got tattoos though, you've got tats. When did you start getting them?
The first one I got was when I was 14. I was in Spain and I told my mum, me and my cousin said we're going to go and get a McDonald's. And I went to Terry's Tattoos. Was it Benidorm? I think it was Benidorm. And I think he was steaming, man, and fucking 36,000 pesetas, like pennies, and it was like a wee shit wolf. Do you remember me showing back up in school and kids were going, that's a henna tattoo? And I'm like, no, it's a real tattoo. I came home to the apartment we were staying in, and I was sitting there, and my mum was like, you took ages there? And she went, and where's the McDonald's? And then a wee bit of blood just went like that on my t-shirt. And she went, what the fuck? And then fucking bounced the remote off my head.
What is it you got changed now?
Aye, so it's all Hunter S. Thompson stuff now. So it was there.
So that started off?
But see, because I got it so small, as my arm got bigger, it became pure tiny.
Really?
Aye, so it's a 14-year-old arm with a tattoo. And my arm expanded, it went all deformed. Like, right, you know what I mean? It looked like fucking, see Marge Simpson when it's the t-shirt Homer's got, when half the face is all up. So it looked like that.
I was thinking now, like what is it again, the what's the secret thing, the fish in The Simpsons?
Is it, you thinking about with the Mad magazine, fold over?
No, and it's like
tattoo,
it's like Abe Simpson's got the tattoo.
Aye, and he pulls his arm.
And then it becomes the
flying hellfish or something.
The hellfish, aye, that's what it is, aye.
It was, I don't know why I fucking got it, man. I thought it'd be so cool. And
It was cool.
at that age, it was people
Aye.
going, fucking hell, you've got a tattoo.
Definitely, that was the main thing.
But then when I went back home, my mum made me and my cousin Barry go to the doctors. And then it was like, you don't get it anymore. A proper family doctor, generations of your family, like a pure beloved pillar of the community.
Yeah.
Knew everybody, how's your auntie doing, how's your uncle, fucking, you know what I mean, your granda keeping well.
Yeah.
And he was like, alright, you got a tattoo abroad, did you? And he went, I want you to go for blood test right now. And then sent us for blood test, came back and he went, he's caught a disease, right? We're getting eating on it. And he went, you've not caught a disease, you fucking idiot. And then the doctor slapped me in the back of the head. Don't let me catch you ever doing that again, Mark. He went, get the fuck out of here. He was a Celtic doctor or not?
Yeah.
So like, in Woodside, you would every now and again see Celtic players waiting to go in and see him and stuff like that. He was a cracking doctor. It was Dr. West and Dr. Mulhern. It was like that whole surgery was all great. Doctors. Now it's like you go in, doctors are younger than you, and they go like, what do you think's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know.
I know,
You're
right?
the doctor.
Aye. Chat GPT gives me better answers than you, right? And is nicer. And asks me questions rather than go, you want to get the fuck out of my room.
I've looked
I
at
hate sick people, but I fucking can't stand them.
I've looked at now and got an alright doctor, but what happened was I kept going about my back, right?
Aye.
And they kept making it like I was trying to get tablets for these different doctors. I'd never see again, it'd always be a different doctor.
Aye.
And I'm like, I'm in pain, right? Nearly 3 years of this, right? And then I saw a doctor who recognised me and he went, do you ever do any like physical things like you take falls or anything like that? I went, aye, sometimes and sure, but no anywhere near as much as that a wrestler or anything like that. But there is a family history of back problems in my family, right? And I went, even my son got an operation on his back. I mean, my uncle had to quit playing professional football because of his back, all this stuff. And he went, did you tell us to our doctors? I went, aye, I've told them this. They went, right, I'll send you. So it took a year, got sent, MRI, all that stuff. Then they went, aye, you've got a collapsed disc in your fucking spine. Now I'm on a waiting list to get steroid injections in my spine. And if that doesn't work another year, Roy's probably a photo of a bad back. That's my back. So it's a vertebrae in my
Looks
back.
like my Facebook algorithm, man. That's all I get because I'm in my 40s, man. It's
But
like-
this is the thing, like, if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be getting fixed now. I'm still a year or two down the line for being fixed.
Aye.
But if they just had took me seriously at first, this would already probably be sorted.
Yeah.
And that's years of my life,
Yeah.
like nights sometimes having to lie on the flare because my back's that sore on a hardwood floor for a wee hour or two to like stop the pain in my fucking lower back. And it's like, I'm not in to get tablets, I'm in because I'm in fucking pain, right?
See, now you can channel that and go back and live your goth years latently, right? Because you're writing the lyrics right there, man. So back, lie on a hardwood floor.
Get me a black tee. Can I swap t-shirts with you? I'll get some makeup on and all that.
Put it out, man. Acoustic.
I turned round and Roy's fucking like got a needle and he's like burning it. He's like, I will get you eye piercing, mate.
I'll get you going, man.
Although I say I didn't want tablets, I did get tablets the other day, like 2 milligram diazepam for flying to India because I'm terrified of flying to India, man. Because the amount of times my feed, whenever it comes time for me to go to India, when I'm gone for 3 weeks this time. That's how we're recording a bunch of episodes this week. Is
Kayfabe, man.
yeah, well, say the online the other day. That's why the episodes are going on Saturday. You know what I mean? Because we've got to film a bunch of them, so I can't edit on the day that I'm going to edit to get it out on Friday. So I closer to the time of going, my feed just ramps up with like Indian stuff, like people getting. How many people in India get wiped out leaning out the doors of trains, man?
Aye.
Like the amount of times I've seen that, it's like, fuck me. Or like people on the road.
They
or,
love getting killed with trains, man.
aye, look what I'm doing, and it's like, they look older, the guy, and they're like, so you've done that for years, and finally,
Aye.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aye, it's time to pay the piper, man, and you're just fucking spinning out the train, man, in your demise.
Like this guy.
Your head will make the destination.
This guy, a helicopter that he's made himself.
Aye.
I mean, that's just fucking.
This
That's genius.
is for real, this guy's.
That was,
This guy's just
it has.
It's scrap metal. What the?
See, that guy's a genius.
Aye. I'd still be full of alleys, but.
There you go. Case in point.
Hardbus.
Exhibit A.
Hardbus, read an AI generator.
Oh, come on, Roy.
It tells you it's an AI generator. It's right there.
Oh, that's a shame.
Man.
That's more terrifying though, because I totally believe that was
Aye,
real.
that look real, man.
Aye.
They've even got the kind of fuzziness as if it was a
Aye.
low grade camera, man. It's like,
Aye, mate, come on.
this isn't.
Aye.
Aye, but I've asked them to fly me Emirates, because like I know they test their pilots for like they do like what do you call it, the breathalyzer and drug test regularly and all that sort of stuff.
Surely
Because I've
that
seen
must
videos
be
of planes in Air India. There was one the time after we go back last time, and it was like, I've talked about this before on the podcast, the plane just fell out the sky. And I was on Indigo one time, that time I got stranded to get back because I didn't want to go on a British Airways flight that landed and had a layover in Baghdad. No thank you, I'm not going on a flight that's got a plane with a Union Jack on the side of it and landing in Baghdad. Call me sceptical.
Take off the black film Argo, man. They're just not chasing you.
So I went on that Indigo flight, and then it wasn't afterwards when this happened I realised that Air India is a level up for Indigo, and I went, right, well, I just can't, like, I'd be too scared. After seeing these videos, like, it was a guy's dome, mate. It was literally the top of his dome on the pavement, and people were taking selfies with it. And like, it was like, it took off and just smashed into a building, and I'm like, right. And then after that, my feed just got full of Air India things where like there's water like leaking into the plane as it's flying and stuff like that. And I was like, mate, and Shah Samuel's got one back the week before, same flight path as that one crashed. It was Mumbai to London. And so it's the same route, it's probably the same plane, who fucking knows. And he was sent me a video and it's him just sitting there going, mate, what the fuck is going on, man? And he was like looking around the plane and it was just pandemonium, man, right? And I was like, right, I can't. And even my missus and Wayne said, please promise you're not going to. I went, I will be like British Airways, Emirates, KLM, I promise you. But even at that, I'm still like,
mate, I'm the same.
Cut of valleys, man.
I get you. I wouldn't, like, if I'd seen a plane that was just falling apart, man, I couldn't do it. I don't. Like, I usually can force myself through a lot of uncomfortable situations, but if I see that with a plane, man, I think it would get the better of me.
Really?
And I wouldn't be able to do it.
Have you ever done like a short flight, like you flew to Shetland or anything like that?
No, but I
flew to
know a
Shetland,
lot
but
about
it's like
planes.
tiny
I knew
You're in a wee plane that's the size
Aye.
of a Vauxhall Corsa, man, and it's just you're up in the air like you can feel the fucking the hinges rattling and
Nah, that
and
would
then
be
actually you land in a
intense.
runway. So we were staying in the Airbnb that was right next to the runway, and it like intersects with a road. So and you just got horses and that cutting about like a runway.
Oh, I thought you meant
So
in
planes were
planes.
just landing next to the house that we were staying in, man. It's fucking
That's
it's just
crazy.
all in the one, man. Bizarre.
Aye, because the smallest plane I've ever been on was coming back from Dublin with Annie. On the way there it was just a normal plane, the way back it was a propeller plane.
Wow.
And I was,
fucking Indiana Jones.
aye
man.
man, and I was like, I don't really want to get on this plane.
That'd be cool. I don't know, man.
I've
Once in a
done
lifetime,
that. I've done that quite a
Aye,
lot.
once in a
Aye,
lifetime,
aye,
mate.
I've done that
Never
quite
again.
a lot when I was younger. When I was in the Air Cadets, you could sign up for like flights. It wasn't even flight training, I suppose. And you'd go to Glasgow Airport and go into the wee two-seater wee grog shooters, I think they were called, the wee planes with the propellers, and the guy would just fly up and fly about.
Alright.
Glasgow and that. And they would ask you if you wanted to do like barrel rolls and things like that and stuff like that.
Did you do it?
I've done barrel rolls, but I've never done the loop. I never like the full loop run.
Right.
But I've done the barrel.
Do you get
rolls.
G-force when you do that? Now you see the mad things where it's like pilots and planes not afraid of
No, like that. There is obviously like pure torque and shit like that, but no to that extent.
So you're like pushed against your seat, but it's no.
You're pushed against, but and you've got your
When you
helmet
see the
on.
cosmonauts that are in the thing that's spinning in a circle and their face just changes, man.
Just getting you CTE, man. No,
Did you swallow your lip stud?
couldn't get in with this fucking platforms.
Well, that's something. There's a crossover with the phases here, man. Air Cadets and Goth.
So
Well, learning a lot about Roy, did you?
Well, that's interesting actually. I mean,
Interesting,
obviously,
man.
like when I would go, you'd have to like wear the jumpsuit and all that sort of stuff. So you would wear that down there, but I would usually just wear like baggy jeans and t-shirt and that until we go down and put that on.
You demanded a leather jumpsuit on.
Aye.
Chains on it and all. Watching.
But you would just wear your helmet and you'd have the wee thing to talk to him. And then when you were up there,
So just you and him, like
Just
you behind him?
no, side by side.
Alright.
And then he'd be up there, and then like when you were up there, he would say to you like if you wanted to have a shot at it, like controlling it sort of thing, they'd be like you'd go aye, and it'd just be like I have control, and then you'd be able to ride it and stuff like that. It's cool as fuck, man. And then when they were doing the barrel rolls, because you had the controls there, so whenever you moved, his would move and all if that makes sense,
Aye.
so that if it went tits up, you could take control.
Like a learner driver motor.
Pretty
Aye.
much, aye, exactly. And so when you were doing the barrel rolls, like he would tell you to put the hand on the controls so you could feel what he's doing, and then he would let go just so that you pulled it out of the barrel roll and all that, man. It was good as fuck.
Did you have to do any training before you went in to the plane?
Not a single
Oh my
bit,
God.
not a single bit. That's why I was saying it's not even flight training, it was just you'd sign up and then you'd get to go. And I did that loads of times and I never feared it at all. This fear of flying only came when I got older for some reason.
I was the
Weird.
same. I was the same, man.
So
Aye.
strange.
That is weird.
I never gave that a second thought every time I went as well.
I sat next to
It's maybe just you've seen more films about it by that age.
Probably.
You know what I
Aye.
mean? You hadn't seen Final Destination by that point, you know what I mean? Maybe hadn't even come out.
That's very true, mate.
I've
Aye.
got every time I get in a plane now, I've just got the mental image of fucking Devon Sawa's face to sit right I need to deal with that concept of that happening, do you know what I mean?
I always think of Freddy's Dead when the mad wee old woman just goes at the roof.
Yeah.
And that's what I always think of for some reason. And I think that's what's always going to happen.
I think of Goldfinger getting sucked into the wee window.
That's right, aye.
As well.
Gets blasted
I do think of that a
Funny
lot.
way to die though, man.
I do think
sucked
of that a
off
lot.
to death.
I'm flying tomorrow, lads, please. Stop.
Yeah, maybe we should. Do you get like in-flight movies as well? Because sometimes I've been on a flight in some of the in-flight movies, like that film with Tom Cruise, American Made,
Aye.
when he's playing the pilot for Pablo Escobar.
Aye.
And I put it on, and it comes. To be fair, it came up very warning like that. This features some aviation like
Why have they even got that on a
disturbances and
plane?
stuff. Like, aye, why would you buy that film? Because I watched it and then I just sat shiting myself because it's an hour and a half and I'm getting shot at the sky by fucking the CIA.
Aye, Emirates has got millions of movies on it, and on the app you can fucking like look through it all and make a playlist. So I've made a playlist of all different things. So because now you need to sit and look through and there's hundreds of mad shite on it.
Aye.
So like,
I love it, man. I love catching up on films I've not seen.
I well the other thing is, you know, there's a couple of movies I've not seen. I'm going to watch first the Rock one, the Smashing Machine. That's on it. I'm going to watch that.
Nice one.
Aye.
Yeah, that'll be
But
cool.
the one thing I hate about that first flight is eight and a half hours. So it's like you watch a full movie, like, and then you're like, fuck, I've still got like 6.5 hours to go, 7 hours to go.
Aye.
And it's like, I've sat and watched every Godfather one time and the plane still hadn't landed.
No.
Aye. So
It's a weird
that
feeling
sort of
that,
shit.
innit?
Aye.
When your playlist finishes and you've still got a bit to go.
But the weird thing is, I need to work when I get
Can I
there.
squeeze in a Seinfeld team?
Aye.
I need to work when I get there though. So like I land at 9 in the morning. So that's it. I'm going to try and sleep. But the weird thing is I'm flying at like 1:30 in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be weird, like trying to avoid that jet lag, but then try to get yourself to sleep naturally when it's the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to watch a movie, then maybe gulp a couple of day tablets, and then see what happens with it.
Aye, definitely. But see, like I hear people that totally like flying's just a day to day for them for business and all that, right? That it's just normal. And when I've heard people explain that they'll catch up on films or whatever if you want to read a few things or whatever, and it sounds amazing just having that. Like if you could just get into that mind space where it's just like, I've got literally nothing I can do, just enjoy it and just catch up with shit. It sounds brilliant.
Aye.
Yeah, man.
It's like a wee get out of jail free.
Well,
thing,
I've got that intention every time I went away. It's always this, I always edit one of these podcasts until I get on the plane and I'll open the laptop and I go, I'm not fucked doing that now.
Aye.
Do you know what
I
I mean?
know, that's why the rules don't apply on the plane.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So this is something we were going to talk about this week, because last week you said, oh, the Rumble, blah, blah, blah.
Aye.
And then we go to Ryan,
Yeah,
it's
go to
actually
Ryan.
this week. We'll try to pretend it already happened, because we're recording it before the day the Rumble came out.
I done that last
Oh,
week.
we thought it was the day before. We
I
thought it was.
I got it Ryan, right, because last week, for whatever, I can't even remember what it was, I was doing something on Saturday and I pure pelted through it to get up the road for the back of 6, sat down, ordered food to come in and everything, and I was sitting waiting for the
Would
Rumble
you
to
order?
come on. It's Chinese.
Of course.
Of course, aye, staple.
MSG.
Aye, MSG, aye. And sitting there, and I was looking at it had Netflix on, and I was just kind of like farting about on YouTube or whatever. And every time I kept clicking on it, you know how it has the remind me thing. So every time I was hitting it, it was just like lighting up and taking away the wee bulb. And I was like, why the fuck's this not coming on, man? And
Oh,
I
it's
checked.
gone, so you pure planned it all, rushed
Aye,
it,
I was
got the
pure-
food and
aye,
that.
I was comfy, man. And I was like, aye, it's next week. And I was like, you got to do
To be
it.
fair, you could have been fair. Like, I mean, one of the best time of year, the amount of indie wrestling feds that do their own Rumble shows, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So you could have been a fair. I don't know, the ICW Square Go, for instance, coming up on February the 8th.
Buy your tickets now. I believe all the seats are away.
Glasgow, yeah.
So get your standing tickets.
It's going to be good.
They've done a brilliant job at promoting it this year.
There's been
With
an
the videos with
announcing,
Sean McLaughlin.
announcing
class,
some of the
man.
entrants and stuff. There's like a debut like Simon Miller, isn't it?
There's a few, isn't there?
The English YouTuber guy that wrestles in Ireland.
Simon Miller.
Forward to that,
Aye.
I like Simon.
I think there's a few
Yeah,
other
a few
ones.
folks showed up.
I don't know if it's debuts, but I can't tell if they've appeared before, but that Charles Crawley, how you pronounce his name, innit?
Aye.
There's a
Charlie
few guys
Cut.
like that. Charlie Cut. We are Charlie Cut. There's a fucking debut.
Oh mate, that'd be brilliant.
But this is what we wanted to talk about, was you said, why don't we decide what is the worst ever Royal Rumble winner?
Oh.
Aye, worst Royal Rumble winner.
Winner?
It is a tough one.
It's a tough one, isn't it? It's like, we're talking about just the men's here.
Aye.
Let's stick with the men's.
Because the women's have only been for a couple of years.
Aye.
So let's go for like,
Yeah.
aye. And so let's go for that. So pull up a wee thing saying Rumble winners, man. And we'll,
I've got a couple of ideas for ones that,
like, what?
well, I mean, Alberto Del Rio was a surprising one at the time. And
That's-
he's a guy that folk forget when they're
Was that the year that
aye,
they
it's like-
nearly had,
definitely.
was that the year they nearly had Santino win it?
Yes,
That was
that's
a
right.
brilliant spot.
That was the 40-man number.
Brilliant spot,
and
man.
folk were dying for Santino. I mean, Santino couldn't have won it. He was a comedy character and all that, but folk were so behind him.
Aye.
Aye, man. And then
The pop, man, when he got in the ring and
Right.
started doing the wee
and he was
snake
like
kick.
almost greeting, and you could tell how genuinely emotional it was at the crowd going mental for it and all that, man.
Aye.
And it's you couldn't have pushed.
Good bit of heat though. Good bit of heat though. He then whip him out like a sack of shit. You know
But
what I
then
mean?
it's like, so that was one of the years as well. Alberto Del Rio won the Rumble, but then he was the opening match at WrestleMania. It's like a 10-minute match.
Aye,
and
aye,
it's just
that-
barely a world title match, man.
Aye.
It's just.
Did they not get it in all the way like Sheamus?
The Sheamus.
It was like a
Aye.
30-second match or something like
Squash
that.
with Danny Bryan.
Aye.
Yeah.
Right,
Aye,
so
they did do that a couple of times. Like the thing is though that for me, one of the big things about the Rumble is the like who's going to win it, because you do always want that in your head. Like it could be anybody, and when they do take a gamble, it feels brilliant. But I think enough times past now with history that sometimes it just doesn't work out.
aye.
So sometimes now I go in thinking like careful what you wish for kind of thing, because it would be brilliant if Santino won it, but it probably wouldn't have played it well in history. You know what I mean?
Well, I disagree. See if at that point it might not have been if they were doing the 2 nights. It's all about the
Right.
booking. See a character like that they love and get behind that much. You don't need him win the match at Mania, but there's a story there.
It's just, aye.
Aye, well that's
Do you know what I
it's
mean?
all
Like
about,
this
how they
fucking
handle
feel
the-
good, and then he has to stop being so comedy and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
starts taking it serious. And then people don't respect me and be like, I'm going to come to Mania and I'm going to fucking do this.
I could
And I
get
say
that.
there, I'm going to come to Mania. That just reminded me when we were writing stuff recently for WXM, and I was trying to come up with like, and then the wrestler will say this, and he say, and I put down, he can say he's coming for him, and then I went, I can't sound like gay porn, man, right? So pull up this video, right, and it's wrestlers saying gay
Oh
things,
my
right?
God, there's so many.
Aye, and mate, it's the one where it's like go
On YouTube?
Brock Lesnar. Aye.
Oh, that's the best one.
Aye, man.
Aye.
Wait, there's the remote. Fuck, I need to turn this up. Aye, it's insane, man. Because I'd never realised until I saw this video. And but every line that I tried to come up with, right, was
I think that last year, the
No.
sixth one.
go to Google and look it up, mate. Go to Google and look it up. So I, for some reason, then it was stuck in my brain, and everything I tried to think of me to say that was threatening sounded like it was a gay porno.
There is overlap, isn't there?
Aye.
It's all about owning your ass and
Mate.
keeping you alive, and I'll have your ass, man.
That's the one there. That's the one there. You turn the sound on now.
Aye, there's always a wee sneaky. Where is
Up
it?
at top. Up at top.
Up the top there. That's the one. Are you ready?
Aye, go for it.
St. Salisbury, Sussex, WW.
I'm coming hard.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming
I
hard.
don't care. You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
Brutus the Buck, take a look at this. Brutus, this is incredible. What a package.
Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
How can you get go any other way?
No, Jake the Snake means I have face value.
Aye.
Just so a little beyond the breaking
Crank your
point.
knob.
But I wanted to, and I had to fight inch for inch to get this, and I'm not about to lay down on my back and let someone cover me.
I thank you very much.
Meeting's not.
Oh,
We'll be
yeah.
right back.
I'm gonna have to apologize ahead of time because I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Warrior Dean Hogan again.
Chris, can I tell you what? When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens.
Look at that mean ass
Shawn Michaels, you can hide behind that commissioner's sub just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
Well, even look at his face every time say
I
that.
thought you were saying those words.
Right, that's it.
That's my main event pushover, I think.
You'll be the one Billy Gunn soon enough, mate.
Do you know what actually?
Billy Gunn's great though, I'll say that.
Do you know, I like Billy Gunn as well. Do you know what I was going to say, right? Like, I feel as if this is something that I've heard of before, but every time it's something that I just didn't forget about, and then when I relearn it, I'm like, why did that not happen, man? And I think it was the, what Rumble, was it 91? Aye, the 91 Rumble is the one that Mr. Perfect was meant to win.
Was it? Aye.
Until on the day.
Yeah.
And
Hogan going to China.
kiboshed
Fuck's
it.
sake.
And I'm like, imagine that, man. I think that would have been so, well, I don't know how it would have played out for Mr. Perfect, but he would have went on, it would have been what, him and Macho?
I'm
Is
not
that what
sure.
it
No,
would be?
it hadn't been established. 1993, I think, was the first Rumble where the Royal Rumble winner went on to challenge the champion.
So then it was that thing.
So before that, it was just you won the
It's just
Rumble.
you won the Rumble.
No, 92 was you won the belt because that was Ric Flair.
That's right.
The tape was
So
up.
the
That's
year
right,
after
aye.
that, they started making it a number one contendership.
That's what that was. Oh, right, okay.
Talking about Mr. Perfect, one of my favourite.
Because Hulk Hogan was the champion when he won it, maybe 90, something like that.
Aye.
He was already
Oh,
the world
that's
champion.
right,
It's just
aye.
a main event match. I think they done.
So one of my favourite Rumble bits with Mr. Perfect is when he returns in 2001. The music hits, you don't know he's coming out. Mr. Perfect music, and he goes down to the final four with like
2002.
2002, aye, and it's Stone
Final
Cold.
three. What did they?
Aye,
It's one
Stone
of
Cold,
the-
Triple H,
Yeah.
and him.
Aye.
Aye,
Triple H
brilliant.
won that one,
And he starts hitting the super, the perfect plex on him. Aye.
You did know he was I remember it well though, because they did announce the returns that year. It was going to be Mr. Perfect, the Godfather coming at his old gimmick, and Val Venus coming in Goldust.
Aye.
Coming at his old
aye,
gimmick, so
that's right.
I was dead excited for that Rumble
Aye.
to see all them come back basically,
Aye.
especially Mr. Perfect, man. And then he went the distance, man. You're like, fucking hell, still got it.
I still love a surprise. See, like when they had Nash come out as Diesel,
Yeah.
and then put the
That's
glove
right.
on and that.
Yeah, man.
I like Roddy Piper when he
Full-
shows
full
up.
just for men.
Aye.
That was brilliant. It kind of sad when you start realising that we're running out of the surprises, isn't it?
But they still
For our
got it,
age.
man.
For our age.
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
For our age.
Well, who would you say? Who
Stone
said
Cold. I wonder if Stone Cold. It's Saudi. They've got unlimited money, man.
I'd love it.
I mean,
I would love it.
I don't know if Stone Cold would go in and no win it.
Stone Cold's also at a stage where he's like, I don't need money, then I'm happy being another.
It seems a bit content. Aye.
I love watching him. These
I don't want
cats.
to blow my knees out.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
It looks
But,
in
like,
great shape.
5 minutes.
But that's the thing, but like, see, like,
He's never
obviously,
No.
Ball don't get old, man.
Nah.
aye. But see, the thing is though, right, we our generation, like, the surprises are kind of fizzling away, right? But they went through the stage where they kind of like kept pushing people down for becoming the stars that they could become. So who could return that isn't a Cena? Orton's still in there, and obviously the Batista seems like he's away doing films and all that now. So
He's done.
who would come back that would get that level of a Mr. Perfect pop? That because he wasn't the champion or anything like that, but he was beloved. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So that is slim pickings.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like it is
Yeah,
going to be
and
so weird.
Signed with another company.
Yeah, only signed with another
Get
company.
Honky Tonk Man out. I'd pop for that.
He comes out, I feel like 10 years.
Another guy that doesn't age.
man.
Doesn't age because he looked about 100-year-old back in the day.
Same with Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Aye.
Always look like someone's grand. man.
Aye.
Just never fucking aged a day.
Right, so let's have a look at this. So scroll up to the right at the start. I think at the start you're like Big John Studd, Jim Duggan, right?
Jim
We're all
Duggan,
fine
aye.
here. Like the first couple of years, Yokozuna, Lex Luger, like that's all winners that you can go fair dues, man. Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, he won it 3 times, didn't he?
3 in a
Mr.
row,
McMahon, that's one of my favourite Rumbles, 99.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you remember the one? Because he takes Stone Cold out at the start,
Aye.
and then they're battering him in the toilet,
Yeah.
Aye.
and then is it know that he's going to win it, and McMahon pats him out.
Throws it knife
Aye.
like he's commentating.
And did that know he didn't St. Valentine's Day Massacre,
Aye.
where they fought each other,
Big Show,
and then the Big Show came out the flare,
Like,
and he threw him through the
I
thing.
fucked up at his first introduction to it, and he fucks up by getting Stone Cold to win.
Aye.
He throws him through the fucking cage.
I thought it was great though, because it just this guy's that powerful.
Because that's what it was. He was that. He didn't even realise his own strength that he would break the fucking cage and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you fucking let Stone Cold win. You fucking dick.
The Royal Rumble 2000 is quite a significant one for me.
Right.
Channel 4 one?
Oh, Channel 4 one, aye.
Aye.
So for that reason, I remember looking forward to I can watch this in the consultatory, man, live. And but that weekend, my mum and dad were away, so I had a house party, and my house get trashed. So I remember the Sunday night, my house was alright. It was still fucked. I mean, I cleaned up as much as we could, but it was still. I'm still gonna get killed, right? So I remember sitting up in the Sunday going, "My mum's gonna come back tomorrow and fucking kill me." So this better be fun. That's Rumble. So it was like extra important to me as well, just like
It was a belter.
to lose myself in the, you know what I mean?
That Taz debut,
Exactly.
Aye,
We started
Taz
after
debut.
that, and it just
tables match.
Tables match. and
What a show that was,
Black
actually.
Friday Boys, just
Aye.
top to bottom, man. Bikini fucking contest. There you go.
There you go.
For a lad who's like what 15-year-old waiting
Aye.
for his mum
A
to
young
come back and
man.
kill him. That was an important fucking 5 minutes in my life. Like at least I got to see this before she fucking murders me. Like,
That's when Karen, she got a tit suit then, didn't she?
No, I think was it there?
She did.
Can't
I thought it was a different show.
I can't get
She
a
got
tit
a
suit.
sling
Oh,
suit.
right, okay.
No, that was Armageddon '99. You're 1 month out. 1 month
that
out.
was
She had
a
the bubble wrap bikini.
bubble
It
wrap,
was May
right.
Young got a tit suit. So you're getting them.
That's right.
Didn't say Swangles, man.
The wee ones were prosthetic, by the way. They weren't real.
Oh, were they?
Learned that for the Bruce Pixel podcast.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I like listening to that podcast
Classic
sometimes.
vibes on it.
Pure avocados, man. Know that? Oh.
Right, so we've got it's all good ones up to like 2000.
It was. They were all solid
Batista, Rey
choices.
Mysterio. These are all good, man. You think they'd be a dud? Del Rio is up there, mate.
It's so far. It's
Aye.
the one that stands
Him in
out.
2013.
Seamus, I
I'll-
remember, was a bit of a surprise. I think
I'll
folks
stand
expected
by
Jericho to
Sheamus
win
one,
that
man.
one.
Aye.
I couldn't do it in the last.
I think Sheamus winning it was
Sheamus
good.
was
It was
still-
just they fucked the Mania match, I
Aye.
think. Right, this is a struggle to actually pick, man.
I mean, they're all worth it, aren't they?
What about this sort of question then?
I don't even remember Nakamura. This is about the time that I'm not really paying attention as much.
What about this one then, right? Like, who, because this is an opinion one as well, who has never won a Rumble that you think should have won a Rumble?
Oh,
Well, Mr. Perfect.
Aye, Mr.
like you said,
Perfect's a
man,
definite.
good check.
For me, it's Kurt Angle.
Aye.
belter.
Aye.
Aye.
He needed, well, he didn't need it, that's weird to say. But I think if he got a Rumble win,
Aye.
I think for me, I think he's head and shoulders best of all
He was
time.
doing it the last two in 2002, I remember, when Triple H won.
Aye.
So I was rooting for Kurt Angle that year.
Same.
But to be fair though, the way that he took that bump when Triple
Aye.
H chucked him out,
Flipped
I'm
him
like,
out.
there's nobody in the world could have
Aye.
done that better than Kurt Angle.
It was
to
like
finish
there
that
was like
match.
the Rikishi bump almost over the
Aye.
over the rope,
It
wasn't it?
just-
You know how they made
almost reckless, man. You know,
Aye.
you've broke your neck about 3 times,
I know.
mate, and like respect to you, man.
I think a belt would have been $1 Million, man. Like, see if you had it down, it was like 2 heels and a good guy, and then he pies off like a Virgil running with a briefcase,
Aye.
and then they team up, throw the guy out the face, and then fucking the other guy jumps out.
Aye.
That's heel heat,
It
man.
usually has a babyface winner, though, especially back in the day. You know,
Aye,
it's the main
for
event,
sure.
you want to send them home.
'Cause it was
I
It
suppose
was-
you didn't have the Mania match after it then, so it wasn't even a factor.
Mhm.
Aye.
And but obviously back in the day as well, it was only what 5 pay-per-views, 4
Aye.
4 pay-per-views. So obviously, the face winning was usually sent people home happier because obviously there was no as much story to be told, kind of thing.
Right, let's keep
So
going.
it's-
I'm struggling here.
Overall,
What about Jake Roberts?
I
Would have been a
bet-
good
I bet-
Rumble
I bet-
winner.
Jake didn't need it, no.
aye.
He didn't.
Aye.
Alright, I know. Fair point. Aye. He
Aye.
didn't. Need
Same as Roddy
anything like
Piper. Didn't need it.
that. Yeah.
Although they gave him the nod and gave him the Intercontinental title,
Mhm.
which I think that was more just a respect thing,
Right.
and for them to put it onto Brett. You know what I mean?
Oh, aye.
Overall, bonus question. Overall, what's your favourite? Which is the best? What's your favourite Rumble match?
Oh shit, man! It's between 99 and 92 for me.
92 is a fucking good shout, man.
92 is brilliant.
Put that cigarette out.
Yeah.
With a tear in my eye.
I mean, you can't see far past that. But
Star
personally,
power.
Star
92
power.
is ridiculous.
Across the
Man.
board, man. Flair's performance. Bobby, the Brain Heenan's performance on commentary, that whole thing, absolutely makes it as well, man. Never bettered. Like, but honestly, looking at that, when I go back to watch them, whatever, especially in the last time of year, I love the fucking 2020 Rumble that Drew won.
Aye.
I love that fucking
That was-
Rumble.
that was
Talked
good,
about
that.
that.
Poppy and winning it. I
The
know.
pop of him winning, especially in the last half, but see the first half, when it's just Brock Lesnar storming there, being the most intimidating fucking guy you've ever. That's the perfect way to use Brock Lesnar, is just have them storming there. Have him storming there, have guy after guy come out, get absolutely done in and fucking horsed it. He just stands there sweating. I fucking love that.
Just
Rumble, man.
paneling.
So chatting it, because I was like, nah, why are you burying all these? Like, fuck up, man, you don't understand what this is.
Aye.
This is fucking.
This is this thing nowadays where everybody's got to get a fit. No.
No.
He's
That's
Brock
the
Lesnar.
incorrect
He's
way
supposed to
of
kill every
wrestling,
cunt.
yeah.
So then he gets thwarted,
Yeah.
and then look at the reaction when Drew won. The place
100%.
exploded,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
No, I think we're going to struggle here. I think it's Del Rio, right? Because they're all good.
I think I might need to agree with that.
Aye.
I think it is Del Rio.
And one other thing I'll say
It's
is,
like the weakest.
aye,
think
and
so.
one other thing I'll say is, obviously I don't know all the Rumbles, I can't remember all the later ones, but from my knowledge, I would say the worst Rumble itself is 96. The one where it was like
96.
half, it might be 96 or 95,
Shawn
the one where
Michaels.
they changed it to like 30-minute or like a minute end.
So that's 95.
And it was like,
Since
they had like
she's like,
USW, the USW guys
Aye.
and fucking all that.
Just
shit.
all the pure jobbers at the time, like
Aye.
this guy's a plumber and whatever else.
Aye.
That was 95, I think.
95 it was, because then he went on.
95.
He didn't even win the title, he got beat by
Aye.
Diesel, didn't he?
And great finish though, 95. Is that the one where you think British Bulldogs won and he thinks he's won?
That's
He's
right.
up in the turnbuckle and then Shawn Michaels skins the cat.
Aye.
The original version of skinning the cat comes
Aye.
back in, parts him out. So
Oh.
the great finish,
What about-
but it was
what-
like rushed up to that point.
What
so
about
bang,
this?
bang, bang.
What about this contender for that should have won a Rumble? Owen Hart.
Wasn't he high enough up the curve, I
Never.
think?
But like, see when Brett was kind of pushing him into the
Or the
main
King of
event,
Hearts
and
thing.
then he with the King of
For
Hearts,
that storyline,
and if he
aye.
won the Rumble, that could have propelled
Aye,
him.
that would
I
be
think.
good.
I think.
And they were looking to make main eventers at the
Because
time.
what I'm meaning is, like, obviously somebody that should have won a Rumble in the sense of propelling them for what the Rumble's meant to do for them. What they did with Jey Uso, pretty much, they were hoping the Rumble win would have put them in the main event scene.
Right,
I think.
but you're talking about skinning the cat, right? It always reminds me in ICW, one of the first square goes.
Ah, no, you're gonna I remember
Liam
this.
Thompson, man, was meant to be in the match right to the finish. He was meant to be like the last two guys, right? This was in the Classic Grand. And he went to skin the cat and slipped and fell at the ring. Now, you meticulously write a square go, like, or a rumble, whatever, right? And so it's like, this is the match that I hate writing every year, because it was like rewrite after, it'd be like 8 versions before you go to the one where it's like they're doing this and this gets there and they get their shine and all that shit. And like fucking everybody's all lined up to go out, and Liam just comes back and goes, Dallas, I'm so sorry, man, I just slipped. Liam, man, for fuck's sake. You know, it's like frantically we're just changing bits on the fly, and luckily with guys like Wolfie, Red Lightning and all that there, do you know what I mean? And everybody was just going, right, we'll do this and then do this, what about this, Dallas? And I was like, aye, fuck it, man, let's just go.
To be fair to Liam, the Classic Grand, I remember like those shows, that show especially was absolutely rammed. And that was like, sweaty.
It should have been.
Viscous.
It should have been shut down. There was too many people. Legally, we shouldn't have had 400 people in that room.
There was literally water, like sweat coming off the ceiling.
I remember that. I mean, it was great, man. I remember that. Personally, I remember that because I remember being backstage. You know, I'd already done my bit in the show, managing the Bucky Boys in a tag team title match or whatever earlier on.
Against the STI, was
right,
it?
Aye. So, as was tradition by that point, I would just tan a bottle of wine at ringside during the match, which was usually about 10-15 minutes long. So I've tanked a bottle of wine in the space of 10 minutes. So then I would enjoy the rest of an ICW show on a different level in those days, right? So I remember while the square goes on, I just kept telling you to say like, Dash, stick me on the.
I remember this!
Dash.
I'm telling you, gone.
Number 29, mate, stick us on. I don't know how serious I was. I would have done it.
No, you weren't dead serious.
I would have died. I would have get killed.
The first couple of times I thought you were joking, and then you kept coming up to me, and then eventually I went, do you understand what's happening? I went,
Weird shit, stick us in, mate.
and that's when it started. You're like, put us in.
I'm like, Mr. Perfect.
I remember going to him and oh, mate, you don't realise there's still 30 guys in it. So what are you talking about? Like, he got eliminated. That's the memory that I still really forgot until you said it there.
But I got to realise, I've been on what, 2 or 3 square goals after that, so I did get to realise
the dream.
That must be so cool, man.
It was, especially.
No, for me, mate, I nearly fucking died. So, I was in it.
I remember the bars going it right after
That was a bump.
Doug Williams, man.
I bumped, I literally bounced off as well, mate. It was Red Lightning was meant to be me, Demo, Red Lightning, and something was happening. Drew couldn't make it because something happened back home, so he couldn't make it, he was meant to be there. So he sent a video and it was going to be a distraction for me, so he appears on the screen, I'm in, Golf Club, Sterling doing Red Lightning, and that's it, Demo's just been put out, that's what it is. So fucking, then I'm meant to turn around to the screen and he's meant to honk me out. Now, he grabbed me too low in the legs, right? So as he's through me, now as you go out, you're meant to put your horn on the apron so you can guide yourself out. But he just fucking honked me, right? So I just missed the apron completely and just bounced off the bar of land slamming me. And then I remember Demo going, and leaning into me and going, fucking hell mate, you alright? And I went, I'm hurt Demo. So Demo just picked me up like a wave and just carried me back.
I remember me, you and Renfrew mad with it, and Renfrew just had it on loop for about 30 times.
He's like, look
at this bump. It's fucking brilliant, man.
You need to be careful, man, coming out.
And now my back's
at
up.
the top rope, honestly. It's one of the scariest bumps you're going to take now.
You don't realise how high it is.
100%. Obviously, I've stood in the ring in the asylum and that. When you're up there, you're like, how the fuck did he take this?
I mean, I fucked myself, like the last square go I was in when I came out as like classical wee man with the old tune and that, and so when I put the video up online, like, I'm taking a hefty choke slam man for Aaron Echo. It looks devastating, but the real devastating thing was when he chucked us out the ring after that. It was my own fault, man. I just sort of like a deep weight, just like smacked the apron on my side, and I think I fractured the rib or something. To myself because then I mean himself just deep weight and just went, fuck man, I didn't need to be that deep weight. I actually did. Fuck's sake.
Right, let's call this an episode. So Alberto Del Rio is the worst winner. And the worst rumble is 95.
Comments, bro. We'll fucking have you, Alberto.
Watch. He's
a big boy.
Probably can't get in the country, mate. Hopefully he can't get into India. That'll be the next thing. They'll be like, Mark, we've booked.
I mean, it's no fucking...
Mate, I'm still waiting for the day to go with booked Bubba Ray Dudley, and I'm like, oh no, man. I've seen a lot of shit about it, but anyway, watch WXM every single Saturday, 12:30 in the UK. It's available for now on YouTube. Yeah. Maybe some other platforms soon.
It's been getting great reviews on some YouTube channels. Good review.
Simon Miller done a video. Marky D123.
Marky D123 is the one.
He just done a set.
He slags everything. He shits on everything, and he actually likes it, man.
So he slagged it a lot more on the first one. And then, but the first one was...
I've watched it, but he didn't really...
He put it air on, but that's his style.
Things, but he's like, overall, he's like, that fucking great one.
That's his style. That's his style. Yeah. And then the second one, he hardly slags it at all. Yeah. Apart from there was one bit, it's about 4 minutes in, where he goes, now this is one of the worst jobbers I've ever seen. This guy looks like he drinks piss, and I was crying. Mate, I watched it last night, and I woke the house up, man. I woke the house up. I was like, Mansour, that fucking works with his arm, I was like, mate. Cut to 4 minutes 32. He was like, no fucking way. And I've just been going well, and then there's Matt Muscles, and there's a bunch of like different influencers for the States and all that, putting up videos that have been getting a lot of traction. So it's growing arms and legs, and like I said, there's got to be some other things getting announced where like places that will be available in different parts of the world in the coming months as well, that I've been working on. So, aye.
Was that a Vishnu reference? Grown arms and legs? I don't even know if
Synergy,
I missed that or not.
Synergy. And you've got shows...
Is that the Bad Stranger things, or...?
And you've got shows coming up on, aren't you?
I do, for the Glasgow Comedy Festival in particular. I've got a show at the Wee Room at the Stand on the 19th of March, right? It's the Wee Man, Mr. and Mrs. a two-person play written by Rab Senior book creator Ian Patterson, also starring an actress called Dion Fratty, and I'm hosting a night of comedian rap battles at Blackfriars Basement on the 27th of March at 10:30pm. That's me MCing while comedians rap battle each other. Please check local listings because I might go the dates wrong.
I'll stick it up on the screen anyway, man. And get your Square Go tickets as well.
And your phone.
Get your
phone.
Oh, it's sold out, mate. Welcome to G-Town, aye. So both days at the Glasgow Film Festival, Welcome to G-Town, sold out within 2 hours at the Odeon and GFT2. So really chuffed for the crew that made that. And I'm kind of, fingers crossed, hoping that they might bump it up to GFT1. Because if it's sold out that quick, you think they would.
I think it's
So keep your eyes peeled, because I don't know. And like I say, we're filming a bunch this week, well, before I go away. So just check out, because it might get moved to there, and if it does, there'll be like another 200, 250 tickets available. I know there's a lot of people messaging me looking for ones, so just keep your eyes peeled on the Glasgow Film Festival's website, and you might be able to get some at some point, or maybe they'll add a third screening or something. It's not out the realms of possibility. Get your Square Go tickets as well, that's no far off a sellout by the sound of things, and judging by the stuff online, it looks like it's going to be a fucking banging show.
Always about to
And Square Go's a fucking...
Talk about what the best
It's my
and worst
favourite
Rumbles match.
creation.
It's
Aye.
quite often better than the actual Royal Rumble matches that go on, man.
Aye.
In terms of the booking and all that, and the fucking flow and the rhythm. Sometimes there's like, in fact, most years I'll look forward to the Square Go. Actually, more than I look forward to the Royal Rumble,
There you
man.
go,
Yeah.
Aye.
You get the added thing of weapons and all that as well. So that can, you know what I mean? That's that extra
Spices it.
extra either a bit of violence or either a bit of, sometimes it's a bit of comedy as well, depending on what the weapon is.
Bit of razzmatazz,
Sometimes it's a big dildo, whatever else.
A rubber chicken.
Exactly.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. You get some belters,
And
man.
sometimes I pop up in it as well when you look at another fucking one.
You never know. You never know.
No, this year,
Might be
some my back's fucking pain. My back's done it.
Never say never though. Know what I mean? Stranger things have happened. So, this has been the Heavy Good Podcast. I am Mark Dallas. That is Neil Lehman Bratchpiece. That is Roy Bryson. And we will see you next week.